How's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Jinsula, and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Okay, so the announcements for upcoming events just keep rolling out. Niantic just revealed what will be in the second half of this year's Halloween event, and my goodness, the hype is real. They've just been killing it with these most recent events, and I really do think they deserve credit for bouncing back from what has been a rather bland first half of the year. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. So for the past several weeks, Niantic has been hitting home runs after home runs when it comes to Pokemon Go's content, whether it be with some phenomenal back-to-back community days or with the in-game events. It just seems like they did a big 180, and the narrative has definitely changed. Earlier in the year, they were making a lot of missteps, and the in-game content that they were pushing was lackluster compared to previous years. For example, up until October Litwick Community Day, we really didn't have too many impactful Pokemon featured in Community Days or Community Day Classics. But with the next few Community Days, we are getting banger after banger. Likewise, the in-game events have been really good, and the upcoming ones are looking to finish the year off strong. This week alone, Niantic made 3 major announcements regarding the next upcoming in-game events, and they have been met with some pretty good sentiments. When it comes to in-game events, players have been asking for better wild spawns, new shinies, and bonuses that are worthwhile. At least for the next few events, it looks like Niantic is going to deliver. Speaking of which, real quick, let's go over what's going to be happening during part 2 of the Halloween event. For the most part, everything is going to run pretty similar to part 1. The bonuses, timed research, and special research are all going to carry over. However, this half of the Halloween event is going to feature brand new costume Pokemon in the wild and in raids. These will seemingly be exclusive to this year, so that means it might just be your only opportunity to get some of these outfitted Pokemon. This half of the Halloween event is going to go from Thursday, October 27th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time and will conclude on Tuesday, November 1st at 10 o'clock a.m. local time. Immediately afterwards, the Dia de Muertos event will kick off, so we will basically be getting 3 back-to-back events. The costume Pokemon that will be making their debut include Kanto Vulpix wearing a Spooky Festival costume, Kanto Ninetales wearing a Spooky Festival costume, Gengar with a Spooky Festival costume, Pumpkaboo wearing a Spooky Festival costume, and Gourgeist wearing a Spooky Festival costume. Interestingly, Niantic is releasing costume Pokemon alongside their evolved forms, which is something they typically do not do. This tells me they went the extra mile with this year's Halloween event, and all of the costume Pokemon can actually be immediately useful because of it. I'm personally a fan of this, because often we get costume Pokemon but without the ability to evolve them. This makes them useless in either PvP or PvE, and they end up just sitting in our collections. But for them to also include costume versions of their evolved forms means we could find a place for them in PvP battles or with raids. Now, in terms of the full list of event wild spawns, there's a lot to look forward to. During the event, you will see Pikachu wearing last year's Halloween costume, Vulpix wearing a Spooky Festival costume, Zubat, Haunter, Spinarak, Murkrow, Mischievous, Sableye, Shuppet, Dusclops, Piplup wearing last year's Halloween costume, Yamask, Golett, Phantump, and Pumpkaboo wearing a Spooky Festival costume in the wild. This is a larger than usual list of wild spawns compared to other events, and they included a few evolved forms as well. Overall, the variety should keep this event interesting, as you don't necessarily know what you will encounter. At the very least, it is going to be a ton of costume Pokemon, ghost types, and dark types. So if you're looking for candy or any of these Pokemon, then make sure you are farming as much as you can during this event. The event field research rewards will also get a shakeup from part 1 of the Halloween event. Tasks may reward you with Pikachu wearing the costume from last year's Halloween event, Vulpix wearing a Spooky Festival costume, Shuppet, Piplup wearing last year's Halloween costume, Duskull, Yamask, Galarian Yamask, or Phantom. As I've stated before regarding event field research encounters, these are a great way to get high IVs of these special Pokemon. So if you are looking for a costumed Hundo or Shundo, this is a great free-to-play way for you to get them. Next up, let's talk about what will be spawning in raids during this event. In 1-star raids, you may encounter Sableye, Purloin, Yamask, Galarian Yamask, and Phantom. In 3-star raids, you may encounter Gengar wearing a spooky festival costume, Umbreon, Drifblim wearing the Halloween costume from last year, Drapion, and Phantom. Finally, in 5-star raids, we are going to have Origin Form Giratina with the move Shadow Force. Also, in Mega Evolution raids, we are going to continue to have Mega Banette. So yeah, aside from these, everything else is going to remain relatively the same from part 1 of the Halloween event. Regardless, a lot of these wild spawns are pretty great, especially the costume Pokemon you can get. All of them can potentially be shiny, and that will be a massive collector's item. I really think this event, alongside the other events that are coming to Pokémon Go, are some of Niantic's best content this year. I mean, sure, if you compare these events to what we've had in previous years, it may not hold a candle to any of them. But compared to what we've had so far this year, it looks like Niantic is trending upwards when it comes to their in-game content. I really think we need to give credit where credit is due. The Pokémon Go community have been pretty vocal on the current state of the game, and it seems like Niantic is trying to respond accordingly. There are still plenty of issues with the game that they still haven't adequately addressed, but I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Some things that I would still like to see improved are the bundle box value in the Pokeshop and some major fixes to the Go Battle League. In regards to the upcoming Halloween events, the one major disappointment is with the Halloween boxes that will be in the Pokeshop, as they are yet again some of the worst that Niantic has put out. I really wish Niantic gave us good value boxes for this year's Halloween event, because I do think it is the one thorn in the side of some amazing stuff coming to the game. Who knows, maybe they will give us better boxes for part 2, but I won't hold my breath. However, I do think at the very least, they've improved community days and in-game holiday events quite extensively, so I do think they are paying more attention to what the community is asking for. There is still a long way to go, but I am glad Niantic is taking the right steps. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Now, I would love to know your thoughts. What are you excited about with the upcoming content? Let me know below in the comments and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list, so if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.